Congratulations on making it to the final stretch. You've studied all the key areas: reading, English, science, and math. Now, it's time to pull everything together and prepare yourself mentally and strategically for exam day. At this point, your goal isn't to learn brand new facts. It's to reinforce your confidence and strategy. First, trust your training. You've already covered all the major skills. Trying to cram new material now might just create unnecessary stress. Next, visualize success. Picture yourself moving through the test calmly, reading each question with focus, managing your time wisely, and choosing answers with confidence. And finally, let go of perfection. The TEAS isn't about acing every single question. It's about scoring what you need to move forward, and you're capable of doing that. TEAS tip: walk in with this mindset. I've practiced, I'm prepared, now I just need to stay sharp. Let's talk about one of the most important skills on test day: knowing how to pace yourself. Every section of the TEAS is timed separately, so having a plan can make all the difference. Here's a breakdown of how to manage your time wisely, section by section. First, let's start with reading. 45 questions in 55 minutes. Try to spend about 1 minute per question. Begin by skimming the passage to get the main idea, then move on to the questions. If you hit a tough one, flag it and move on. You can always come back to it if time allows. Next is math. 38 questions in 57 minutes. This gives you roughly 1.5 minutes per question. Be sure to use your scratch paper to stay organized and avoid silly mistakes. And if you're unsure about an answer, start by eliminating the choices that clearly don't make sense. Then, science. 50 questions in 60 minutes. Don't worry too much about memorization. Many questions test your reasoning rather than pure recall. So, stay focused and watch out for time traps. The key is to keep your pace steady and avoid getting stuck. Finally, English and language usage. 37 questions in 37 minutes. Most grammar questions will go quickly. However, take a little more time on sentence corrections and structure. And if two answers sound very similar, trust your gut. Your first instinct is usually right. TEAS tip: every section is timed on its own, so use every minute wisely, but don't let one tough question throw you off your rhythm. Let's talk about what you should do, not just during the test, but before it even begins. What you do the night before and the morning of your exam can make a big difference. Starting with the night before. First of all, stop studying. Seriously, by now, your brain needs rest more than more facts. Next, get everything ready: your valid ID, your admission ticket, snacks, water. Lay it all out the night before so you're not scrambling in the morning. And of course, make sure to get 7 to 8 hours of solid sleep. Try to stay off screens right before bed to help your brain wind down. Now for the morning of the test. Start your day with a healthy breakfast, something with protein and complex carbs to fuel your brain. Then, arrive early, at least 30 minutes ahead of time so you're not rushing or flustered. Walk in with a calm mindset. No distractions, no panic, just focus. And finally, during the test, read every question carefully. But don't get stuck. Keep your pace steady. Use the process of elimination to your advantage. Even if you can only cross out one wrong option, your odds of guessing correctly go up. And yes, guess if you need to. There's no penalty for wrong answers, so leaving it blank is the only mistake. Also, make good use of your scratch paper, especially in the math and science sections. It can help you keep your thoughts clear and avoid simple errors. Now let's shift gears and talk about some of the mental traps that can trip you up, even if you're well prepared. First, be careful not to overthink easy questions. Remember, on the TEAS, sometimes the simplest answer really is the correct one. Don't waste time searching for a trick when there isn't one. Next, avoid wasting too much time on one problem. If it's not clicking after a minute or two, flag it and move on. You can always return to it if you have time. Also, resist the urge to change your answer without a good reason. Your first instinct is often right, so only change it if you clearly spot a mistake or misread the question. And finally, don't let yourself read too fast. Especially in the reading and English sections, even skipping one word can change the meaning and lead to a wrong choice. TEAS tip: think clearly, not just quickly. Yes, you're on a timer, but accuracy matters more than speed, at least until the final few minutes. As we wrap up, let's go over a quick final checklist to make sure you walk into test day fully prepared. First, make sure you have your valid photo ID and double-check that the name matches your test registration. Next, bring your test admission confirmation, whether printed or digital, just in case you're asked to show it. If you're testing in person, you'll also need 2 number 2 pencils. Don't assume they'll provide them. It's a good idea to pack a bottle of water and a light snack for your break, if the testing center allows it. Plan to arrive at least 30 minutes early to avoid last-minute stress. And most importantly, stay calm and focused. You've practiced, you're prepared. Now it's time to show what you can do.